It's a worry. The very vocal minority is very loud, very vocal, and can get very aggressive. Violence may occur. You get the crazies out. Someone has to be the voice of reason right now. There's a lot of very, very loud voices saying no, but somebody actually has to step up and say, no, it's okay, which was a gift from Sister Constance.
Okay to be gay. That's the message that Sister Twisted Fister and Sister Wanda Wu Main want to get out. They're becoming Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and their goal is to remove all shame and all guilt around sex. Something Sister Twisted, also known as Kevin, wishes he had learned growing up.
Homosexuality was never mentioned. Trans people were never mentioned. Gender questioning was never mentioned. It was strictly about this is how pregnancy happens, this is how a baby develops.
And some Ontario parents want to keep it that way. Today at Queen's Park in Toronto, about 1,000 parents have gathered to protest the new and updated sex education curriculum. Set to be introduced in September, it introduces concepts like sexual orientation and gender identity to students in grade 3.
There are no 6 genders. I don't want my kids knowing there are 6 genders.
I object that the children be taught masturbation.
It's radical, it's not based on science, it's based on nonsense, and we don't want our children to go.
But Kevin says his lack of sex education caused a lot of suffering growing up.
Anything that's not mentioned is taboo, and therefore it's wrong. So I grew up feeling wrong. I went through a long period with no love. I went through a long period with no boyfriends. I didn't have boyfriends in high school. I didn't go to the prom. I didn't even go to my graduation dinner. I didn't have a date.
In his 30s, Kevin fell in love with a man and finally came out. Then he heard about the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
The more I learned about them and the more I learned about the idea of promulgating joy and expiating guilt, that's what this is all about, right? Expiating guilt. Don't feel guilty about your sexuality. There's nothing to feel guilty about. It's normal and it's natural.
Yeah. And that's the message the sisters hope to bring at today's protest. What do you say to people that would say you're just going to provoke a reaction from some of these protesters?
Definitely. Definitely
That's
we
the plan, yeah.
A reaction needs to be provoked. I don't believe that many of these protesters fully understand what they're protesting. I hope it makes people question themselves a little bit, question what they believe in.
But some people here don't want their beliefs questioned. They're angry. And the police are worried about the sisters' safety.
It's for your own safety. I'm not going to be here. Okay, I'm going back up to the front. You're welcome to stay here.
I think we should. I think it's important for us to.
What you are saying is not true. My best friend is gay and he disagrees with this education.
It's not about homophobia.
Yes, it is.
Well, that is for you. But it isn't for us. It's about our children.
Right.
Are you against pedophilia?
Yes.
Good. Then support us against this sex education.
Has nothing to do with the fact that they're a part of an LGBT organization.
I don't even know where they're from.
But our children are scared.
The children just scared. I guess we should, think from the children's perspective.
So then why chanting? Why not just go to another part of the field?
Oh, maybe we should go to the other part of the field.
But not all of the children here are afraid of the sisters.
Hi there. Pleased to meet you. My name's Kevin. I'm Sister Twisted. This is Sister Wanda.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How are you doing? Good. Having a good day?
Despite the parents' best efforts to keep their children away. Was there any conversations you had today where you feel like you maybe did reach out to somebody that they walked away with a different perspective?
I think it's the little children who come up and they don't judge. They're not worried about your sexuality. They just know it's a person and they want to say hello. I think it's about any child seeing us and saying, not necessarily I'm going to grow up to be gay or lesbian or whatever. I think it's just a child saying, that's different. I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. I don't need to be that, but that exists and it's okay.
For Daily Extra, I'm H.G. Watson.